What's up, guys? Welcome to FPL today in this team selection video for Game Week 32. Thank you so much for joining me as we show how well or badly I did in Game Week 31 and what I'm planning to do for Game Week 32 and onwards in this video. So let's get straight into it. Yeah, but you weren't expecting that. So we're going straight into how I've done so far. Of course, there is still 2 games left to play this game week, but we are currently sitting on 39 points if we count my player off of the bench, which would be Ben Davies, who of course managed to get a goal, which means he got 8 points in Spurs' 4-1 win. I believe at the time of recording this it's 4-1 anyway, against Newcastle. That does mean, of course, Dubravka got 0 points, which isn't fantastic, but it's not like Ramsdale looks like he's going to play. But defensively, we did manage to get 6 points off of Robertson and 8 off of Davies, with Tierney still to play. We also have in midfield Son managing to get some points on the board, with a goal and an assist, getting 12 points if only we had captained him. Because, of course, our captain, Mohamed Salah, didn't get anything. That was 3 points doubled for 6. Not much else to talk about for this side so far, but overall, that leaves us, of course, like I said, on 39 points. If you go on somewhere like Live FPL, which is what I'm using to include Davis' points, the safety score for me is 45 points. So we need Saka and Tierney to get some of those points back for us to see us not drop in rank significantly. Right now, I'm currently ranked with Davis points at 47,431st, which is a drop of around 5k from 42,000. So hopefully we can get some big points, but Doherty, unfortunately, and Kane were big rank killers. If it just been left as Davies and Son getting the 1 goal and then nothing else happening, I'd have actually been better off. But c'est la vie, we have 2 players still to play, and of course Weghorst has a game against Everton as well. So things could turn around and we've got to be happy with what Davies and Son did. That's 20 points in total from 2 players in the game week otherwise that looked very, very poor. So let's now have a look at what the plan is for game week 32. So with game week 32, at the moment we've got Dubravka in goal still, Wolves at home. Hopefully Wolves won't score too many goals here. Now, over this season, Wolves haven't been a prolific team, but they seem to have proved in that aspect so far, so a little bit concerned. But with Ramsdale's injury, we've got to wait and see. Ramsdale would have Brighton Hove Albion at home, which is the same as Tierney, of course, who we're hoping for some more points from. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson both have Man City away, a tough fixture, but if any side's going to do something at the Etihad, it will probably be Liverpool. Now, we could, of course, take one of them off for one of our other defenders, or a striker potentially after you see my lineup. But at the moment we've got them both in just because they do both have points potential going forward as well. And then we have Burn as well, Wolves at home. Now unfortunately we didn't bring in Shah because that would have been more points for us, but we've got Dan Burn, Wolves at home. Again, we're hoping that Wolves aren't too prolific, but we do have Davies on the bench, who of course has the same fixture as one of our midfielders, Heung-min Son, with Aston Villa away, who currently is wearing my captain's armband, but we've got to do some thinking over that. We also have in the midfield Salah, again, Man City away, but he's joined by Coutinho, who might be transferred out next game week, or this game week, depending on how we approach things, due to the fact that they don't have a game in 33 currently. We then have Barnes and Saka making up the rest of the midfield. Barnes with Crystal Palace at home, Saka with Brighton Hove Albion at home. Saka might be a shout for captaincy armband in this game week, so we've got to think about things there. And then Weghorst up front with Norwich away. Hopefully Norwich pretty much gone and dusted in the Premier League, and hopefully they won't put up too much of a fight. But every now and again you get a team that's relegated or very close to relegation, suddenly not having as much pressure on them because they know their fate, and sometimes putting in performance, so we'll have to see there. But it's a very important game for Burnley, so hopefully there's points on the board for Weghorst. On the bench, joining Davies and Ramsdale, which I've already talked about, is Adams with Chelsea at home, although after what happened with Brentford, maybe Adams should be in the starting 11. And we have Hwang against Newcastle away, Hwang Hee-chan that is. Potentially he could be another transfer out, but he might just stick around on the bench. It depends, because of course in game week 33 there is a double game week, and we have some coverage of that already if we plan not to use any chips. but we don't have any Man United coverage, of course, who also have a double. So potentially Hwang can be put down to a striker that doesn't play a 4.5 or something like that, just so we can fit in a Man United player somewhere to hopefully get some points from that double game week. If we have a look at the fixture ticker from Fantasy Football Hub, if you want access to this and plenty of other things like Opta stats, player comparisons and articles, do go check out Fantasy Football Hub, top link in the description. And we can see that Leicester now sit atop of the fixture ticker with Crystal Palace, Everton and Newcastle in the next 2 game weeks. We have coverage, of course, of Leicester with Barnes. We have coverage also of Burnley, Newcastle, Arsenal and Southampton. So the one double game week we don't have coverage of is Man United, unless, of course, you look at Brighton further down the table with Man City and Tottenham as a double game week. So ideally, I would like to bring in someone like Jadon Sancho or Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes may be too far a stretch unless I get rid of a Spurs midfielder, but Spurs do have Brighton. Or we get rid of Salah, but again, Liverpool against Man United doesn't seem like that tough a fixture, and then I've got to figure out a way to bring Salah back in. So the money is so heavily in Son and Salah that unless we take maybe Robertson or Trent out for, again, that Man United game, then we might be able to bring in a Man United midfielder for the double game week. But we've got to remember one of those fixtures is Liverpool, of course. So it's likely that Coutinho and Hwang could be casualties for this move towards a Manchester United player, alongside either Robertson, Trent, or Heung-min Son. I don't think Salah is going to go anywhere from my side yet. Of course, we're planning to wildcard after Game Week 33 for Game Week 34 onwards, so we can really just make any move we feel necessary for Game Week 33. So there is a good chance I will hold my transfer for Game Week 32. But if I do make a move, it will be a downgrade on someone to bring cash into the club. So in the comments down below, guys, please let me know what your moves and concerns are with all these double game weeks and all these chips still to play. Put them down in the comments down below and check out Fantasy Football Hub, where of course we got this fixture ticker from. Hit that like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell for FPL. I've been JNO. This has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.